Slap here to.
I was about to say, I love that the
Audio
already
bomb.
Oh, yeah, it's
Slap's not here.
It's such a quiet intro.
Yeah.
Slap was here, but I'm pretty sure he literally fell asleep. Caleb
Dude, we
tried calling him.
I know, we tried calling him, FaceTiming him, and I've sent him 3 texts right now because he joined the Discord, and in the span of like 20 minutes has gone
Yeah,
MIA.
he's gone. He asked for me to give him soundboard privileges. I said no, and I think he just fell asleep at that point in time.
I want to
He
know for
couldn't
those
entertain
tuning
himself.
in, place your bets on what you think Slap's doing right now.
Oh,
Leave your comment in the comment section below.
Dude,
I
we should-
want
wonder
to
if
know.
you can put that on YouTube.
Yeah, we should have like Vegas odds for like what is Slap doing, and just have like cranking the hog -200.
That's gotta be
Getting beer, asleep, planning some sort of domestic terrorism incident. Just,
putting a doll in a jar.
Jesus Christ. Hello.
A gecko.
Welcome to Shrimp Hours number 93 for the week of 420. How we doing? I'm here. I'm drive-through. Cody's here. Caleb's here. Rusty's here. The Slap's dead, unfortunately. All right. Let's kick it off with some NASCAR discussion because they raced at Talladega and it was okay. That's kind of it. They saved fuel a little bit in the middle. Everyone got pissed. I didn't think it was that bad because it was just kind of like stage 2 nonsense. They were 3 wide at the start. They were 3 wide at the end. I'm not pissed about that. A car flipped. Barely. But a car flipped.
I
can you
got
be
like
mad?
one decent shot of it.
Brad should have won. Michael McDowell's a bum. But it was kind of... I can't be mad at a Tyler Reddick win either. Like, it's better than like a Denny or like someone stupid, like a Bill Byron win.
I haven't seen it, but it kind of blows my mind how similar that wreck was to the, like, at least the very start of it was to the 2020 Newman wreck.
Yeah,
Right? Like, I feel like
that's
it's,
what I
it's the
thought.
exact same.
It is kind of where he goes down and then back up, but
Dude, that was a horrible block by McDowell.
yeah, it was just dumb.
Dude,
It's just-
I
he
saw
was
people-
clear, but he still just got loose from air and from
The
missing
thing
it.
I hate most about plate racing, I think, besides the on-track product itself, is like I feel like people on Twitter will just like go into races thinking that like either like if Stenhouse does anything or Keselowski does anything, like there's just a group of drivers where they can literally do like any normal plate racing maneuver, and the kids on Twitter will be like, oh, but he's a terrorist, like, oh, you like terrible driver, like Brad Keselowski did nothing wrong. And I saw people on Twitter was like, oh, Brad Keselowski just killed McDowell, huh? That's how, yeah, that's always how these plate races are. It was like, I literally put a tweet out. I was like, if you're blaming that on Brad Keselowski, please literally log off, never come back. More to yourself. Like, I'm just like,
we can't be calling for deaths, 3 minutes into the recording.
We need to call for heads immediately. Brad had one of the hottest moves ever.
He played it perfect. He played it perfect. He backed up to the next car. He got the run. He went top. McDowell blocked, and he was like, all right, psych, I'm going to the bottom. He was there. He had help, and then McDowell was like, oh.
When you watch those donkeys on Saturday, like, ruin every run, and then Brad just times it just masterfully. It's like, it's I don't know, it's so hot.
He's literally like, it's watching a master at work on plate tracks. Like, I know he hasn't won in like 3 years, but the way he does everything is just, it's literally perfect. Like the way he was backing it, like you could see it on the broadcast in real time.
It was
like
perfect.
He was backing up to Gregson. You were like he's gonna get a giant run. Of course, giant run Cup. And like I feel like most drivers, the moment they go up high, like they're just done. Like once McDowell blocks that, you're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Brad moves back down immediately, grabs the run from Gregson. I don't know. It was just,
dude, we were so hyped, and it was such a buzz.
We were so hyped.
Yeah, it's kind of the big problem with this Talladega weekend is both of the races were kind of a boner deflator, because in the Xfinity race, everyone's like, yo, Brennan Poole redemption in the throwback paint scheme, and then Alfredo was like, what if I go to the top? And it's like, the worst part of the Xfinity race is a lot of the favorites got wrecked out, so it was literally a bunch of goofballs, and then Jesse Love, who is like the least interesting rookie ever, like genuinely.
Pretty good. I like. I shouldn't say I like it. I felt bad for Haley Deegan. Like she finally had like a little run, and then like
and Riley Herbst. Yeah. Like there are what, 38 Xfinity cars, and 4 of them are Fords. So like Riley Herbst just ditching Haley Deegan to then just ruin the top side. Like it was just kind of sad. And not that Haley Deegan would have done anything with it, but it was just kind of weird that they just destroyed the top side instead of pushing another Ford.
That was also Riley's one opportunity to go to the front, and I don't even know where he finished. It had to have been like 30th because he just killed it.
Yeah, they just completely murdered the run that they had. Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of
bummed Austin Hill got wrecked out. I wanted to see him win another plate race because dude, I'm telling you, you put him in the 3 car, people are gonna be like nutting for this guy. They're gonna love Austin Hill in like 2-3 years. Mark my words. You guys, I know you guys don't like him, but give it time. Austin Hill is gonna be that guy in the 3.
I saw you retweeting him after the race, like
dude,
a weirdo.
Dude, no, the weirdos are the ones cucking for Parker. Like Parker has ever done anything in a car. Like he wrecked Austin Hill. Like I don't understand. Like him and Len Castle. Like they got their little podcast. Fuck the podcast. Austin Hill wins every plate race. He's the man right now. Like I love it. I need him to talk more shit. I need him to knock more dudes out. He should actually go find Len Castle next week and knock him out for even tweeting something stupid like that. That's all I'm saying. Get him out of here.
it is kind of I mean, he's a bit of an RCR plate merchant because they've got it sorted out at plate tracks. Like even the Klickerman car is like RCR affiliated. He was up there with them. I don't know. There's people that don't like Austin Hill. I'm kind of just middle of the road with him, but it would be cool to see him just go full heel and just fuck on him.
Well, that's what I did like was the thing that he retweeted was like Landon Castle was like, yeah, like that move by Parker was like a never pull up in front of me a good move, and Austin Hill literally responded. He was like, I'll fucking do it again. Like, I was like, yeah, it's kind of based.
Oh, by the way, this is just a complete aside. I completely uninstalled and completely reinstalled Discord.
You sound great.
Dude, the audio's actually been really good.
Yeah, you sound perfect.
I think it was just bloated. Like it was just years of like nonsense had accumulated in my Discord.
Honestly, like do you think it's like a cookies thing maybe? Because I know like I do that with
Chrome. It's literally like doing a fresh Windows install. I did a fresh Windows install. Like what, 5 or 6 years into this PC, and it literally made it feel like brand new again. Like your software just collects garbage over the years, and I've had Discord on this since that install, and I think like my app data folders had like a gig of shit in Discord. Whatever, man. At least it works. I'm just happy. All right, let's roll into what's Twitter doing this week? Yeah. Okay. So I got a couple things to touch on. First, since we were talking about Talladega, a bunch of the Toyotas ran into each other going single file, which was hilarious. John Hunter Nemechek kind of like started it, kinda. And Eric Jones got his back broke, and Toyota still somehow won.
Yeah,
he said he had a fractured vertebrae somewhere.
Corey Himes, that's what I put in the thing, was Corey Himes in the 43 next week.
Cody's got to watch the onboard again and cream to it.
No, I'm just wondering how he got checked and released from the infield care center if he had a fucking broken back.
Dude,
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm sure he needed like an X-ray or something to get it diagnosed.
Well,
so you're not going to do that in the infield care center.
Bob Pockers tweeted, because people were asking that to Bob.
They were probably like, dude, go get an X-ray at a real hospital. And he was like, sick, I'll go to a real hospital.
They don't have an X-ray.
They don't have to drive him there.
Care center?
No, they do have an X-ray. That's what I said.
Oh.
Well, one of the things that's always made me just kind of scratch my head is whenever there's an incident at Talladega and they got to leave the infield, they got to drive like an hour to Birmingham. And the office is probably shut down on a Sunday. So they got like the backup nerds doing diagnosis on a cup driver. I don't know. I always thought it was a little silly. So then he flew back to Charlotte and got an actual specialist.
Well, here, Bob he actually went a lot more in depth into this than I thought. So he said infield care center does basic checks and concussion tests. Do not know if they had heard his radio to ask about his back, but he walked out and said he was sore. Pain likely increased and he returned. And he said NASCAR won't comment on how they treated someone specifically, but they do have X-ray capability in the care center, but wouldn't have a CT scan or MRI capability that would pick up certain fractures. So they probably did an X-ray, didn't see anything. We're like, yeah, you're just sore. Like, walk it off. And then he went to the hospital, and they were like, your shit's fucked.
Well, they might have been like, hey, go to a real hospital. I don't. I can't do shit at this.
That was my first reaction too, because I thought it was weird that he got like cleared and was like walking around with a broken back. But
if it's just like a fractured vertebrae, he doesn't need like a whole ass brace or anything. Like he can still exist. He just has to take it easy and not fuck it up.
Yeah, apparently after he got checked and released, he like checked himself back in. He's like, no, I'm not okay.
Well, yeah, he did like a little interview outside the I don't even call the
little media pen outside the center. Yeah,
yeah, there. Thank you.
I will say that
to roll into the what's Twitter doing, Colleague has a now deleted tweet. That they put up, which I think is kind of funny. When all the Toyotas wrecked each other, they put out like this is from Colleague Racing on Twitter. Like this guy laugh. I guess this is a mugshot. I don't know what this meme is.
Yeah, no clue.
But they're like basically like, haha, the Toyotas just wrecked themselves. And then obviously then they heard what happened. Dude broke his back, so they deleted the tweet. And then Twitter users who with screenshots of the tweet are now upset at Colleague Racing for a tweet that they deleted when they found out it was bad. And it's just like the most stupid discourse I've ever seen. It's like, I don't know. I got nothing to say to it. It's just such a clear-cut situation where it's like they did something, they were like trying to be funny, they figured out they were wrong, no harm was done to any people at any point, and people are mad about it.
Sounds like Twitter to me.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing, a lot of talks of this week, because Texas got rid of theirs and Talladega got rid of theirs, and everyone is saying, what the hell is going on with the scoring pylons? The big towers at the racetracks that have the positions and tell you what cars in what position, great. You need those when you're in a racetrack. Especially, like, there's a lot of seats that don't have a screen right in front of them. Big-ass tower, huge numbers, and they're being taken down, and they haven't been replaced at Texas and at Talladega. And they're like, oh, we put a little LED board on the back of one of the big screens with some positions on it. Supposedly, according to Break Hard on Twitter, the company that manufactured those pylons no longer makes parts for them, and that the sort of old style pylons are obsolete. And apparently, to get a new one, it would cost $5 million, which. That seems a little bit much. Like I'm not a money expert, but to put up a big LED tower thing is $5 million.
Sounds like a money laundering scheme to me.
And I want to know why NASCAR is sneaking in the middle of the night and blowing them up like the Georgia Guidestone.
They
like
took
the
down
week
the
before the race.
Like they took down the Milwaukee Mile one like 6-7 years ago.
Dude,
I thought it was just because the Milwaukee Mile was like shutting down.
Dude, someone on Twitter pointed out that they still have the one in Auto Club despite the track being gone.
I should go check to see if Nashville Super Speedways is still up, because that's just like a little drive down the road. I wonder if they nuked that one yet.
Let's take it before NASCAR can take it.
Dude, yeah, just like break in the middle of the night.
Does anyone have a bed of a truck big enough?
Where are you gonna put it?
In my room, dude. Like that one dude on Twitter.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the giant pylon.
Yeah, he should start putting up his own. Charge him 4.5 mil.
I will say it is.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna glue myself to the fucking pylon like one of those.
Like just handcuff yourself to Save the pylons, man.
No, I think it is interesting, like the differences between all major sports in that way, because like NASCAR, like I don't know if it was an official statement they released, but there was something going around where it was like they were like, like fuck it, like just look on the mobile app, like if you really
want to they were like, we had track Wi-Fi, just look it on your phone, and everyone's
and
like,
then literally
track Wi-Fi never works.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to think of every like actual sports game I've been to, I feel like at every NFL game, like hockey game, there's literally like LED boards of every score around the entire league, just like 24/7 going around you. It's like,
imagine watching the hockey game and you got to pull up your phone to know how many minutes are left in the period and what the score is. Like it's like,
or what the power, if there's a power play or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing? Like, why are we taking Denny Hamlin also had like a banger tweet where he's like, yeah, let's get all the fans to look at their phones while they're in the stands. Like, that's a great idea. It's like, it's just more evidence that our leadership has no fucking idea what they're doing.
Yeah. Even like $5 million for a tower with a bunch of signs on it.
That's a scam.
To me, I feel like that's just like something that they just made up and floated out there as an excuse because they, like I said, they snuck in, tore it down, and honestly, I think they hope nobody would notice. Like, why? Like, to me, it's so easy just to communicate. Hey, race fans, coming up for this weekend, we have taken down the historic thing. Watch the big screen.
Why would they take down the entire like structure of the thing?
Yeah.
When all you need is some fancy new LED boards, which are getting cheaper and cheaper. They can even put the like actual number fonts if they get real cute with it. Like, it would not be that hard.
Yeah.
Leave the structure there, put the new boards in. Like, why do they take the entire towers down?
Never forget what they took from us. First, it's the all-day McDonald's breakfast. Now it's the fucking scoring towers.
They'll have that in Canada.
It's like what Slap was saying last week. Like, they're just removing things and like erasing history. Like, like
you said, they're hoping no one noticed. They were just like, oh, what scoring tower? It was all a dream. I do appreciate the everyone on Twitter coming together to talk about how much they love scoring towers and how it's stupid that they're just disappearing suddenly. All right.
Yeah, they renovated the Wilkesboro one, but whatever.
It's true. But that one doesn't show all 40, does it? I don't know how tall that one is.
And even then, I mean, Denny Hamlin brought this up on the podcast a few weeks ago, and it's like, everybody commends SMI for like putting all the money back into North Wilkesboro, but it wasn't their money. It was like it was all government subsidized.
COVID money. They literally used COVID money to build a racetrack.
It's not SMI's money. Like, they haven't invested anything into any of the properties in years. The fan experience has gotten worse. Every SMI track I go to, like Bristol, there is no cell service there. There is nothing there that makes me think, hey, I want to go to the middle of nowhere and watch a racetrack, except for the fact that they were just given an incredible racetrack. Like, if it wasn't Bristol, I would never go back. Like, I would literally never go back. And I feel like every SMI track is the same. Like, why do people still go to Texas? Like, what about Texas makes it a fun experience for fans? And
it's Texas.
There's nothing. There's literally nothing. So SMI is doing great. Marcus Smith, I hope you're enjoying your billions of dollars. I hope you love your fucking third house and your yacht, you dumb bitch, because we're all suffering.
This is all scams so they can have shitty tracks like Texas. But hey, at least it still has a scoring tower.
Texas does.
Well, they removed it in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they did? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Well, Texas is halfway to being a Walmart.
That's the other thing. Is SMI Texas track got rid of their scoring tower, but Talladega, which is owned by NASCAR, also took down their scoring tower. So I don't know. It's universal.
Yeah, when we're camping, we're gonna have no idea like what's going on because I don't think there's any like screens over by us. Just a heads up.
No, there's not.
You know, you just gave me a good perspective. When we're at Road America, you genuinely have no idea what the fuck is going on. So
we had that screen at turn 5. We had the screen.
Yeah,
but in the kink, it was kind of base. Like they'd rip it through, and it was kind of a mystery. It's like, all right, who's gonna be in the lead
dude,
when they
when
come
you're on the
back
backstretch, you have no idea. Like on that little path next to the track, you don't even know when they're gonna come around, let alone who's gonna come around.
You can hear them coming. We're like 20 seconds away.
I missed that. Those previous gen cars, you hear them ripping around. They go through the kink and they kick up the. Oh my god, dude, that was so hot.
I like in the past few weeks have come to realize how down bad the next gen is making me, because I'm like looking at like 2021 NASCAR, which was like objectively awful. And like now I'm looking back and I'm like, dude, I want it back so bad. Like
yeah,
I just
everything's
need like
great by comparison. Exactly.
I need a Gen 6 in my life so bad because it's like an actual cup car and not an IMSA piece of shit that they've.
It's all relative.
I need to calm down.
If it just keeps getting worse and worse, they can point to the badness it was a few years ago. You're like, hey, look how good.
I'm about 2.5 sentences from getting spooled up, and I do.
All right, let's look at some paint schemes.
All right, yeah.
Drip or drown from this week at Talladega. I got 3 cars to show you from this week.
5 minutes in, Kale.
And I got a few to show you for next week. First of all, Jesse Glove in the 2-car one in the friggin' Watt machine, which honestly looks
tractor
horrible. This car is really bad.
Hold on, I kind of like that one.
You would.
No. Nothing blows about it.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of crap thrown on the side of a race car with just gradients everywhere. Like, what is this?
The front bumper looks like they threw the new Los Angeles Rams logo on it. Hold on.
This would go hard in the year 2004.
I think you're hating.
But unfortunately, this thing looks 20 years old. Also, shout out to Watt. Fly Watt.
I posted what I was referencing in general, but the Los Angeles Rams football logo, I feel like they just like cut it out and put it around the front fender of this car.
I guess. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, we talked about the Tootsie's night car last week, this kind of like dark mode thing that they're running this year at Talladega. And I did mention that they talked about some kind of metallic wrap that they were going to stick it on, and I was wondering how that would look in the sunlight, and it looks pretty sick. It like has some like actual sparkle going on, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I don't
know if I like this little line under the windshield though. It's kind of weird. Yeah, what are you spoiling?
That and the roof, but no, I really think it's hilarious, like the juxtaposition of the 99 and the 1 this week, where like the 99 was like a pretty solid banger, and then you looked at the 1 and you couldn't even tell the number on the side because it was
I'm not pulling up the 1, but it was that weird fish Luke Bryan thing. It might be one of the ugliest race cars of the last few seasons.
Oh yeah, you kept hating on that one.
Dude, it's horrifying, especially on TV. You know what's not horrifying? Some bagels. Ricky Stenhouse ran into this at Talladega. I don't know what Thomas's is, but I guess they make bagels. And he also got the Philadelphia cream cheese sponsor, so just 2 big-ass bagels with cream cheese on the side. This is a banger. This is like one of the good, like, goofy Ricky Stenhouse cars where they just slapped bagels on it. I love it.
Love me some bagels.
I don't understand how they're so hit or miss. Like, this is a banger, but there are some times where they roll up to the track and it's just like, you are not a serious NASCAR team.
I don't know. Maybe the brands are in charge of the design.
Yeah, did we talk about that as a part of what is Twitter doing?
I didn't see that.
You didn't? Adam Stern put out an article. Kroger is apparently, hold on. He says they could be on the move to another NASCAR team, and then in the article links Joe Gibbs Racing as an option. So JTG's gonna fucking die.
Joe Gibbs kills another.
Gibbs already has Safeway as a sponsor, though. I don't know why they would go to Gibbs.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read through this because I didn't.
But I guess that's like a John Hunter deal.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he's not in Gibbs anymore. Oh shit. Yeah, they might actually do it.
And I'm having the beard equivalent of a.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Right bad hair day.
That thing looks.
Yeah, apparently the owner has a side business or something called Brand Activation Maximizer Agency. Sure. In 2022, it started working with Joe Gibbs Racing, and apparently this connection is leading Kroger into wanting to go into business with Joe Gibbs.
All right, let's look at some more paint schemes coming up for Dover. Junior Motorsports is running that one late model dude, Carson Quapple, in the 88 car.
Oh, shit,
and they sort of base swapped the truck season car that they ran earlier. They ran a like red one of Bubba Pollard, which kind of looked a little bit discount Allgaier. But with the blue and the neon and the black, this thing kind of slaps.
Looks very sick.
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's okay.
Also coming up, Parker Klickerman will be racing a Motley Crue Dogs of War car at Dover.
Motley Crue's still around?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's coming to a 17th place finish at a track near you.
I just thought it's kind of funny, just big ass artwork
You know,
on the car.
I was trying to think of a way to be nice to him and apologize, but you know, after seeing this car,
I don't know. It's a little bit like Chevy Rock and Roll 400. I kind of like the idea of it.
It feels like that one Slayer car that randomly happened a few years ago.
It didn't happen, but yeah. Oh, Sam Mayer will be driving a NASCAR refuel.
They missed.
They missed
hard.
Which has one of the craziest side logos I've ever seen in my life. NASCAR Refuel, for those of you who don't know, is the NASCAR branded ghost kitchen trash food that you can get on DoorDash. That's supposedly inspired by the racetrack experience, but it is just completely generic. I haven't actually tried it, but I just saw videos of people who did. Because I don't have it in this country, but either way, this design's really quite bad. Just the one being shoved up here for this space of nothing, and just this, I don't know. It's just weird to see a Junior Motorsports miss, but this thing's tough, man. The hood's cool. I like the hood. The rest of it's pretty bad. But that's just me. If you have tried NASCAR Refuel, send us an email. Ooh, sick throwback. Ryan Ellis is going to be driving a Days of Thunder classic collision thing, which is great. I appreciate that Alpha Prime gets their sponsors to change their logos for this thing every year, and they did the numbers too, kind of based. They have a good like closed loop system going on at Alpha Prime that works well because they pump out 3 different paint schemes every week all season long. Also, the Days of Thunder style Alpha Prime Racing logo on the nose is pretty sick. Oh yeah, new Denny Hamlin car. So the Mavis tire car that he won with, one of the worst paint schemes he's ever run, is now
even worse.
no,
I don't know.
better.
It's better, but it's like it's a really lateral move where they just kind of pasted white on the side.
Yeah, I hate to tell
There's
this to you, but this is
look
not
at the
better.
look at the number, man. Like
Is that a
yellow
drop
number,
shadow outside
black
of the
outline, blue outline, white outline, black drop shadow. Die.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, this thing is not like they literally took white and put it on the side body panel. This is not better than the other car. Like
Way
the other
better.
car is not good. No, it's not.
better. It's definitely
No,
better.
it's
That
not.
tire
No,
mark
it's-
was horrifying on the other one.
Dude, that is an all-time piece of shit. Like
It
you are
is.
not.
It is like, I swear just about every single non-FedEx Denny car is like the most horrifying thing you've ever laid
Dude,
eyes
no,
upon.
like the Maven, like again, the
And
other
this is
one was
one of them.
bad.
Clips.
Whoever
Yeah.
designed this, whenever they boot up, like the next time they boot up Adobe Illustrator, they just need to get like a ban notice that says you fucking suck. Like
Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, what is going on in the back of this thing too? Jesus Christ.
dude, like y'all are trying to tell me this is it's not better. Like this is not.
Way better.
It's better than the other one. Hold on,
No,
let
it's
me
not.
let me pull up the other one.
Pull up the other one because like the other one is just like it just has nothing going for it. Like it has nothing going on. Sure, great. That is like bad. Like that's like they tried and it was not good.
All right, actually, hold on. Hold on. You might actually be onto something. That tire mark is still horrible, but like
No, again, that car is awful, but at least like that's just like simple, like just bad.
Yeah,
that one's
that
like
first one's better.
yeah, you're right.
Nah, I stick with.
Dude, the number
new
outlines on
one.
the new one are a crime. That's
That should be punishable by at
yeah,
least
dude.
10 years
Come
in
on.
federal prison.
It should
That
be a
thing has
yellow
more-
number with a black outline. Done. Like
Yeah, dude.
why? Why?
that thing has more fucking outlines than the creator of this car has IQ points. dude. Like,
if you have to add a drop shadow to your number outline because the number outline is the same color as the base, like, just work at McDonald's, man. That's not for you. All right. Speaking of failures,
no.
So Austin Dillon is running another Dale throwback, which actually looks kind of metallic, looks kind of sick.
Yeah,
to this random like all-star car. Because what is Austin Dillon if not a non-basic Dale Earnhardt throwback machine? But the number's the wrong color. And the front stripes are like completely different. I don't know. They're like, here's this iconic car and here's what it doesn't look like. Now, tinfoil hat, I don't think it's RCR's fault. Just because I can imagine they made it with the black number and they're like, hey, NASCAR, here's a throwback. And NASCAR was like, nah, not enough number contrast. Because NASCAR hates numbers that look like the original. I don't know. That, like, I have my qualms with NASCAR. I'll fight with them, but they disapprove of many based paint schemes to be like, oh, the number contrast isn't good, and then they put out somehow Chase Elliott's allowed to drive whatever he's allowed to drive. Maybe he's immune to the rules. I don't know, but apparently Austin Dillon isn't, even when it's a Dale Earnhardt throwback.
Dude. Yeah, that's another get ready to learn McDonald's, buddy.
Kind of a depressing end of Drip or Drown, but that's the state of things right now.
Well, like Rusty said a few weeks ago, there's just not been a good paint scheme like this entire year. Like, we are starved.
We might be starved. There's several
Junior
like
Motorsports has had all the bangers, but
oh,
Caleb, he's deceased. If I had to call out good Cup cars for this season, I do have one. Okay, here, actually, before I go to that one, I know I said I wasn't going to pull it up, but I just look at this turd of a fucking Ross Chastain car, man. The
render makes it look okay. Pull it up on track, dude. Like, that thing on track was...
Especially on TV when it's, like, less clear, dude.
Oh.
Dude, what is going on there, man?
You're hating.
No, dude, even when...
I will show you why I'm not hating. Ready? Because he ran a based fish car earlier this season, and this is my car of the year so far.
Yep, car of the year.
Busch Light fish car. Like, how do you go from that to like, come on, man.
I think both are good in their own right. But that bottom one is definitely way better. I'm not arguing that at all.
Dude, come on, man. Like, what is going on here?
No, it's kind of a vibe. I get it. It's a vibe.
Maybe I'm more of a fan of like the sunset colors, if anything. Maybe that's
dude.
They've got Bassmaster on top of Jockey, squeezed up with Busch Light with a fish, and then Luke Bryan's signature on it for some reason. Like, what?
Watch that
what
thing
is
go by
what is going on?
And tell me what the sponsor is compared to that Busch Light car. Like, I feel like you'll be able to pick that out as a Busch Light car. Who's gonna look at you and be like, "Yeah, it's a Jockey car"?
Get even that the son of a bitch off the track.
Even the hood logo placement. Like, what? We got a fish, a dude, and a dog. When's the last time we've had 3 different species on the hood of the same race car? It's just the placement. Like, there's a little Bass Pro Shops logo there. What's going on, man? There's the Wendy's up here. There's so much in so many places. It's horrifying. It's really bad.
Dude, I got to point out the fries on the side of the car from a distance. That is top
Dude, that's
tier.
sick. Just big ass fries.
Yeah.
Love me some fries. That Wendy's car is sick. Still not as good as that Noah 62 from a couple.
Dude, that Noah 62 is an all-timer. That's because
bacon stripes.
Put it in a tire barrier.
Bacon stripes.
But that 62 car was a Ryan Williams car. That's the Junior Motorsports designer who we know and love. All right.
He's never met.
What do you mean? We literally talked about earlier today that
he didn't design that car, dude.
This?
He didn't design that. Go look at his Twitter page, dude. There's not a single ounce of promotion for that thing, and I wouldn't promote it either.
Okay. Okay. Fair. Let's go to the planet.
Can we drag Slap back up here temporarily and see if he's snoring or not?
He left. Oh wait, no.
All right, I put him in here, so if he snores, we'll hear it.
Slap.
You just hear like a
Slap!
Hear him
I don't know
finishing.
if I want to hear him.
All right, well,
his
Get him,
cat
yeah, drag him
pisses
on
on his
You just hear
roommate
grunting.
stuff
Just,
again.
Jesus Christ.
Or
Well,
drag
he's
him
on.
back
We'll see if
down.
he. Nah, I'm leaving him in here. Or we'll hear him wake up.
Like Larry McReynolds.
Oh. Larry Mack, whenever someone says, whenever it's 20 to go in the NASCAR race. Also, why do you guys, people keep putting things in the crazy fucking videos channel, which I'm not putting on this podcast.
That was Slap.
I see I might actually pull this
There's
up.
a
Ben
base
posted a
Cody
video
one.
of someone going through the fence at a dirt track, but Slap posted SpongeBob Challenger meme, which I will not
Slap
be
left.
playing.
Yeah, that SpongeBob one.
Oh, he disconnected.
Slap did just disconnect.
He must have just woken up. We must have
No,
woken him
he's
up. And he was
crank.
like,
No,
oh,
he's
shit.
cranking, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We were probably softening his situation. All right. Animal Planet is a segment where we talk about animals, inside and outside and everywhere and around. But I'm pretty boring. I haven't had any encounters. Got any animal encounters?
Has anybody left their house in the past? Like,
Cody
2
went to
weeks?
Ohio.
I went to Toledo for the USAC Silver Crown at Toledo Speedway. That
I'll
was
show
pretty
you,
cool.
sack.
But while I was there, there was a. I wish Slap was here to talk about, but Caleb was here too, so he'll get was at what I'm about to reference, so he'll get what I'm talking about. There was like a pigeon type situation
Oh yeah.
at the fucking track.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a goose just chilling in the fucking infield of this track, like right next to the track. And this thing was just chilling there, literally from the very start to the very end of the broadcast. It was just chilling there the entire fucking
Just
time.
on the infield grass with race cars ripping by.
That's base, dude.
The Canadian hero right there. Dude, he's got front row seats.
There must have been some sort of nest nearby because he was just fucking like he would not move.
Dude, geese are assholes, man. They
That's
travel in
like from
packs and they're just bastards.
I was waiting for him to come
Especially
over.
like
Start bugging.
teenage geese. They're animals. Like if you get near them, they'll just start fighting you for no reason. Like they don't give a fuck. They'll come after humans and they'll shit everywhere too.
Pull
I remember
pants up really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Fucking this thing was just
Oh yeah.
just chilling, hanging out, and then like it was maybe not more than 15 feet away from the track, and just
There's just cars going. Such a good shot. Have you tweeted that yet? You gotta tweet that.
I might. I don't know. What
Dude,
it
I
should be.
love a good avian race fan. Like our pigeon that chilled with us the entire
The
race. Like,
legendary Nashville pigeon.
dude, that pigeon. I think about that thing so much of like what was just going through that thing's head when like it was just like I wonder if it was just sitting there like out of shock or like what, but it literally was like there for like 30 minutes before the race started.
It was
and
recharging
left.
its
So,
batteries.
Yeah,
dude.
here I just want to go through this for the people that haven't kept up with it. This is 2021 at the Nashville race before the green flag, where Slap finds just a pigeon sitting in the catch fence, and they
This
start.
was a crowd favorite. Like we love.
They start ripping, and he's just chilling there.
He has an entire thread dedicated to the pigeon.
Yeah, and he was keeping everyone updated. He's like, "Where'd the pigeon go?" And then he found it again. He's now sitting at the bottom of the fence. Here's this is an all-time shot because they start wrecking.
Please,
Dude,
full
they wreck
screen this.
big. Like Austin Cindric murders the walkers. I remember thinking
Please
like,
full
oh my
screen this.
god. Yeah, look
Yeah.
at Austin Cindric. Bam. And that pigeon just don't give
Dude,
a
the pigeon's just
And then-
sitting there, and then Austin Cindric slides into shot with just Slap's focused on the pigeon. It goes unbelievably hard.
Yeah, you can keep scrolling through that thread. That pigeon did not leave until
Oh, it's
the
just
race
walking
was
around.
done.
Like you'd think that thing was like a prop, but then it starts walking.
There's Caleb yelling. The people can hear that.
What was I yelling?
It's a pigeon. You're just like, yeah, on a restart.
Is that actually a
yeah.
pigeon or is that some more sort of other bird?
It's not a pigeon. It's definitely like a little, I don't know what it is. A sparrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, he has like 20 posts in this thread.
Dude, yeah.
Dedicated.
Dude,
to
yeah,
this
we went to go
bird.
find the pigeon.
And he's just chilling.
Dude, what if he was like injured or something and like couldn't move?
That is my man right there. That is my man.
Nah, he's a Rays fan. See, no, he's moving. Like that goose was fine. He was walking around. He just wanted to watch some fucking Silver Crown cars.
I wonder if they're just like overstimulated by all the race car noises and they just don't know what to do. They can't fly.
That's
they're
what
just
I'm
like
thinking, dude.
locked in.
Like, what is that pigeon thinking when like 40 fucking race cars fly past going like 180 at Nashville? Like that pigeon's
Probably
like,
thinks it's
what
the
is
end of the
happening?
world.
Because yeah, that was the track opener for Toledo. So that goose had probably set up nest for like the last couple months, just chill, and then all of a sudden one day just what the fuck is
And then it's in every direction too.
Yeah, dude, like it's
Circling.
completely
They're doing
surrounded
laps
by
around him. Yeah.
what the fuck is this ungodly mechanical beast that's circling me?
I love a good Animal Planet segment where we just talk about actual animals. So if anyone's listening to this for the first time, they just think that we just have a segment where we just talk about animals at racetracks. It's great.
Like,
That was my only
physical-
story from this weekend, was the actual fucking goose.
No, I love it. All right, let's check in on
apparently,
some.
I mean, it's just a side note. It was just kind of
Yeah?
funny.
I'm interested.
Last year I shot at Toledo Speedway just for a one-day shoot up on like the normal platform, like up on top of the press box where there's a little ladder to get up top. That's where like, the cameras are supposed to normally go. And this year they're set up in a different spot, kind of like a little walkway. I was like, what happened? They're like, oh, the the ceiling's condemned. Basically, it's like just so rotted through. They're worried if like anyone's walking up around there, they're just gonna fucking fall right the fuck through.
Jesus Christ.
So no more camera guys up there.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, apparently I was like one of the last shows they did last year before they decided to like, yeah, no one is allowed up there anymore. Too
I'm sure
dangerous.
there's a fat joke in there somewhere.
Yeah. I definitely put on about 20 pounds since last year. I definitely would have been an issue.
Slap would agree.
Yeah, I miss Slap.
No, I was just saying that because they called you fat on Twitter the other day.
But yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
he did it on Twitter?
Well, so
not
Let
directly,
me pull it
but
up.
I just joked.
there's
they
this
called me
tweet that
fat.
says, you have 1 hour to eat this with a friend and you win $1 million. And it's literally just 4 McDonald's meals. Like it's
Oh,
not...
I could do that myself.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like not even that much. But Slap was like, me and Cody Hicken would demolish this in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally not that much.
Dude, we had a running bet because it was Talladega, so it's like the one race we all watched together.
Yeah.
But I made like a one-liner or something during the Xfinity race. So Slap put up a bet that if Shane Van Gisbergen won the Cup race at Talladega, that I would have to go to Wendy's and buy that exact like challenge, like 4. What was it? Hold on, he
4
posted it.
Dave singles.
Yeah, 4 Dave
40
singles, 4
nuggets.
large fries, and 40 nuggets from Wendy's with 4 large drinks. And it was like 5 to go, and he was leading the top line, and I was like, I see it already. I was like, oh no. I was like, we are not doing.
We joke and we meme, but I shit you not. One of my buddies who lives in Michigan now, I've talked about him before. He's one of my high school buddies that we go back pretty far. We were in high school football together, at least freshman year. And I shit you not, like, this story is 100% true. After we got done, I can't remember if it was a practice or a game, we went to McDonald's. And this is just like young man, just fucking peak puberty, fucking peak fucking metabolism.
Puberty.
Just growing. You're fucking growing, just like exploding in height. So you're just eating and just taking in a shitload of calories. You're just not putting on an ounce of fat. This kid fucking ate 4 Big Macs, 2 large fries and 2 drinks in the same sitting. No nuggets. Didn't do 4 drinks or 4 fries, but this fucker had 4 McDonald's sandwiches and like 2 sides
big
and 2 drinks.
Sammies.
Yes,
Dude.
in a single sitting. And I still joke about him to this day. It's like, dude, do you remember that one time he just had fucking 4 Big Macs in one sitting?
That should
Dude,
be like $40 now.
Hold on. I have 2 submissions
just
for
the
you because me and
burgers.
Cody got on this exact conversation at some point during the week. I'll start off with the first one because the second instance I actually have like pictures and evidence of it. But back from my days at the old McDonald's,
The blunder years.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're bringing this up.
I can't find it. I'll get them from my phone. But back in the day at McDonald's, there was
I'll find
one
them for you.
Yeah, one day, just on one of my breaks where I got a 20-piece nugget on my break. And keep in mind, we have like we have 30-minute breaks.
I was gonna say it was like a 15-minute break. You're like, yeah, let me rip it.
Caleb, it's just scroll up in general.
Yeah, I try to. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Or
tell the story
DT.
first, but no.
Yeah.
Where?
We're gonna
Go
make
ahead.
DT do work.
Bitch, where?
But no, yeah. So I got a 20-piece nugget during my break. Downed it, like crushed it, like literally like 5 minutes was gone. And I was sitting there like in the booth. I was like, I think I'm still hungry. So I went back. I got another 20-piece nugget. And then I proceeded to crush that one too. And I went back to the counter. I got a third 20-piece nugget. So we're on 60 nuggets in like a 15-minute span. And literally, like, my coworkers were like, "Are you okay? Like what's is everything all right?" Because I just literally sat there on my break and downed 60 nuggets during the break one time.
Just devouring nuggets.
Sounds amazing.
That's not even the story I was thinking of.
No, yeah. The other one is were you thinking of the one with evidence? Like the
Yes.
Okay. Let me go find the pictures.
It's general. It was April.
Oh yeah,
21st.
I got him. Okay. We'll put
Send 'em.
these in general. So
Yeah,
McDonald's had
sequence.
Yeah, hold on. You got to put them in order, DT. It's important.
Okay, is this the first one?
This is the first one. I'm sending them in order.
Exhibit A. Oh my god, I was not there for this.
This was in Discord one day. I don't remember, but okay. So we had a limited time promotion at the McDonald's where you can get a Big Mac. Which, for those of you who don't know, if you've never had a Big Mac before, it's 2 patties. So we were doing a limited time promotion where it was a Little Mac, which is a Big Mac with only 1 patty, the regular Big Mac, and then a double Big Mac, which was 2 patties on each bun. So it was 4 patties total.
So
Do you not have double Big Macs like all the time?
No, it was.
you got to custom order it through the app now.
That's a standard menu item in Canada.
But anyways, so on one of my breaks one time, I got a bright idea. I was like, what if I don't want like the little like flimsy fucking regular cheeseburger patty? That's like, I was like, what if I want like a real burger?
Like
So instead of the regular little flimsy cheeseburger patty, I put on for each one. You can cue the picture up now. I put
a quarter pounder.
quarter pounder patty.
So this
for
is just
each one.
a pounder.
There's
That's a pounder.
Jesus.
Just a full pound of meat.
Can this box even close on it?
No, dude. Look, you can look behind it. Look behind the sandwich so you can see the little flimsy hamburger patties that like I
Dude,
replaced.
Hold
a
up.
quarter pounder times 4. That's just a pounder.
Pounder, dude. This is a pound Mac.
But yeah, so yeah, I ate that and like you can see me trying to fucking unhinge my jaw to inhale that sandwich.
Like a fucking anaconda or a boa constrictor.
Yeah.
Just cool.
The entire fucking I remember eating this sandwich was the most miserable experience of my life, dude. Go ahead and skip to the third photo of me in that sequence. Because one of my coworkers sent this to me after the fact, but I was just dead.
This 1, 2, 3 is such a great photo. Like pound burger, eat it. Deceased.
Like you can see, like I still have the gloves on from fucking. Like I'm just dead, dude.
God.
Oh, that was a good time. That was-
Can we get people to try this? Can
the new
we?
shrimp
The
meal?
pounder.
Do you have double quarter pounders in the U.S.?
You can
Oh, yeah.
custom order them to be like that.
Oh, that's just a standard thing here. But yeah, if you want to try the pounder challenge, send us an email. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Send us pictures.
And send us
Recreate
pictures of your
the,
pounders.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
That thing is a fucking abomination. Like that thing is.
The pounder mac.
Oh, speaking of which, they brought back stackers at
Burger King?
BK's. Yeah,
Dude,
around
the
here at
triple-
least.
Oh my.
You get the
God.
triple
Dude, a
stacker
triple
again.
stacker?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude.
they there's a Burger King across the parking lot from my gym, and I used to crush a triple stack before I went into the gym.
Gotta build it up and then work it off. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. All right, fucking phenomenal. We end up talking about fast food a lot on this show, but I guess you'll have that.
It's half
Have you seen us?
What do you mean us? Let's do a media check-in real quick. Like a media / sports check-in, because I do want to mention it is prime hockey playoff season.
Here's hockey segment.
Oh, I won't go too deep into it. It's just
Dude, we have football segments. Come on.
Just happy to
That's
be
fine.
here.
That's why I wasn't gonna put on a fight.
And the Leafs leafed it in game 1, but came back in game 2. And I am gonna be somewhere downtown tomorrow night when game 3 takes place in Toronto. It should be based. That's it. That's my whole bit. I don't have any like insane cracked ass Caleb bits to go on. I just enjoy the sport.
Oh no, dude. I said something the other day, but I think it's official now that the hockey autism has like officially bit me. Like it's grabbed me. Like I'm all in.
You and
But
your
the
Roman
moment-
Yossi jersey?
No, it's a Forsberg.
Oh, is it? Oh, I just saw the 9. I thought it was a 59.
No. Yeah, game 1 was the other night, and the Preds were up 2-1. So I was talking mad shit, and then the Preds immediately allowed 2 goals in the span of 12 seconds with like 4 minutes to go in the third period, and I was ready to kill myself. But now they're starting goalies out. I've been kind of on and off watching the game. The Predators, like it. I don't know how hockey feels like watching for you, DT. But I just feel like every time the Predators get past the middle of the fucking ice, like in their own offensive zone, I feel like they're outmanned every time because they just do fuck all, and it's the most frustrating thing that I've ever had to watch in my entire life. I don't know if they're just washed or what, but
No, dude, as like a biased hockey fan, it's so different end to end when you see your dudes in the offensive zone and they're just like giving up the puck and just not getting any chances. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing? And then the other team gets a chance and then your team just doesn't defend and you're just like, what the fuck are we doing? We're bad at everything.
literally, dude.
But then somehow it works out.
It makes sense because apparently we're playing the Canucks round 1, and apparently they have like one of the best defensemen in the league, and Quinn Hughes. So he's just fucking on like literally anything they try to do.
The Canucks are crazy because they have like 5 amazing stars who are all like insanely young.
Yeah,
They're gonna be good for a while, but they're down. Nashville's up 1-0 after 1 period, so we'll see how that shakes out.
probably not well, knowing how the other night went. But they're in Nashville. I will be attending Game 4, so I hope
That's sick. You need a lot of money to do that in this city, unfortunately.
No, dude, that's the great thing. I was telling one of my coworkers about this. This is a great thing about being a Nashville hockey fan. Is like outside of the actual hockey fans, no one gives a fuck. Like no one gives a shit because we're just like in the South. So like unless you're like born into hockey or like somehow, attached to it. Like there's nobody that's like showing up for a playoff game. So it was literally like, I think nosebleeds were like $50 a pop, and I decided to sit. I spent a little more money. I spent it was right at $300 for 2 tickets, and I'm in the lower bowl for a Game 4 playoff game.
Dude, it is like $400 to get your back against the wall in a Leafs game, or like $800 if you want to be in the lower
That's
bowl.
how I feel. That is one thing. Like, I want to go to an NFL playoff game so bad. Like, if I could just go to like a divisional round or a conference championship, but tickets literally start at like $2,000 for nosebleeds, and I'm like, it's
God.
ridiculous.
I do love being in a place where like the city lives and breathes hockey. Like everyone knows about the Leafs. Like that's just what you do when you're in Toronto. Is you cheer for the boys,
Well,
even if they fuck it every year.
I think part of it too is we're in round 1. I don't know if you remember, but actually, so Nashville showed up so hard for the Predators when they made the Cup final that it convinced the NFL to give them the NFL draft in 2019. Because literally Broadway, here I'll put a picture of it in general, but there were dudes for like literally miles on Broadway just decked out in Pred shit when they made the finals. Like it was like I've never seen the city rally like that. Just crazy. And
Hell
like,
yeah! Oh my god,
dude, there were so many dudes. I was there, not on Broadway. We have like a downtown amphitheater that's like just an outdoor, and they put the game up. I think it was game 5, whichever one like clinched the series for the Penguins. We went down there and watched, and it was very sick. I enjoyed it. If the Titans ever made the Super Bowl like that, dude, I'm halfway sure the city would like shut down. Like that's the thing I feel like is we have very on and off fans. So like if the team sucks, we don't give a shit. But the moment that the team like clicks and starts making a run, it's like everybody's like, oh shit, like oh holy fuck, and we'll get serious about it.
Dude.
And I enjoy when they get serious.
The Minneapolis area fans, I'm sure Cody can relate, but it's like just the slightest inconvenience, and we're all on suicide watch just because we were talking about how the Twins got off to a slow start and just how the Vikings kind of fumble it every year. And it's like I think everybody out in the upper Midwest is just naturally negative and just like toxic and just depressed. Yeah, so it's just like anything related to any Minnesota sports team, it's always the most negative response. Even if we win, it's just we're just like it's just pure depression. And because we were talking at the other day about the Twins, and it's like people are acting like it's the end of the world, and it's like no, every year it's the same thing with the Twins. It's like, dude, enjoy baseball and just shut up. And if they're competitive in summer, like let's rally, like have some fun. But yeah, it's already the end of the world up here.
I mean, please don't take this the wrong way, but I mean, of all the sports fan bases to have a right to be negative, I think Minnesota is up there. I mean, the Vikings. I mean, you know what I mean.
They suck. They all suck.
I don't want to go through the whole resume, but
dude,
One of my favorite.
If the Leafs ever get to the finals again in their existence, it would shut the city down.
Yeah.
Like it would be insane. Like we get to the first round and people go nuts. We made it to the second round last year and it was insane. Like if they ever end up going all the way, like any cup game nights, the city's not functional.
Dude, that is one of my favorite things that I feel like, I don't know if it's exclusive to hockey, but I've never experienced it with any other sport where it's like, I can't like, there were videos of Vancouver fans literally parading around the city, hoisting like little replica Stanley Cups after winning game 1. Like they were like, I hate them for the time being.
That's standard, the little inflatable ones.
Yeah, like I hate them for the time being because they're just being like little toxic assholes on Twitter right now because we're in the midst of a playoff series. But that is like based, I feel like.
Why am I toxic?
Yeah, just don't lose in Game 7 again, because I don't know if you know your hockey history, but in 2011, Vancouver lost in the final, and they fucking rioted. They literally tore the city apart. They're animals.
That was the last time the Canucks and the Predators played. They were round 2 that year, and the Preds got bounced.
All right, let's go to some emails. Unless we have any other media to check in on, which I don't.
I will say this is a big week for football. The NFL draft is this Thursday, round 1.
Who cares?
Dude, y'all are fucking
Me, I'm
haters.
slamming.
Dude,
Who
It's
cares?
gonna break. No, you're the guy casual, dude. If you don't care, like the NHL draft, I went back and watched. Dude, I went back and watched it. The NHL draft is like a fucking joke compared to the NFL. Like the NFL is like a big, like official thing. Like literally, like tens of thousands of fans show up, and then like the NHL draft is like, oh, let's get into an arena and have like the GMs come out and talk about their picks. It's like it's the gayest shit I've ever seen, dude. Compared to the fucking the NFL is legit. Like, don't fucking hate on it.
Okay. Rusty, I got a question. Do you like zombie movies? Are you a zombie movie guy?
I used to back in the day. I used to own a bunch of. Why?
Oh.
Why do you ask?
I randomly watched Train to Busan because it was on Netflix. Have you seen that one?
I have not seen that.
Oh. I thought it was just okay, but apparently people loved it. I don't know. I'm not like a zombie movie guy. I don't care that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I thought it was okay.
Okay.
I was just wondering if that's one that you'd watch or not. Because, dude, I looked online afterwards because I love like watching a movie, get it, like forming an opinion, then being like, what do other people think? Looked online, people loved it. They were like, oh my god, non-stop action, which like,
Really?
I don't know. It was okay, I guess.
Let me just see what I.
There's probably someone writing an angry comment now who like loved that movie. Not my kind of movie, but it's still cool. It was still, I don't know. It's a cool premise, but it's just so like, it's just so like, you know, here's a bunch of dudes, and then you're like, okay, that guy's gonna die first. That guy's gonna die in the middle of the movie, and then this guy's gonna die at the end. And lo and behold, that guy dies first. That guy dies in the middle of the movie, and that guy dies at the end. It's just kind of.
I feel like it's zombie media is just so hit or miss. Like I've only been
played out.
I think what I was expecting is because it's like a Korean movie, like fully Korean production. And one of the guys is one of the dudes from Parasite, and I was expecting a Parasite like complete expectation subversion, and I just didn't get it. And it was just kind of straightforward.
That's how. Not zombie related, but the only movie that I've ever watched and walked out of the theater disappointed was the second Spider-Man like MCU like Tom Holland movie, because for that exact reason. Because
the European one,
the one with Mysterio.
One? Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking that's literally the only movie I've ever walked out of the theater disappointed. It was that exact reason, because I literally had the plot like guessed in my head walking in, and I was going in hoping for a subversion of it, and then it just played out exactly how I thought it was, and I was like, that was dumb.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's kind of the most forgettable one in that whole series. It's just like kind of they go to Europe, they fight a dude, they win, they go home.
It's just it's such corporate slop.
The end of it was a little.
I don't even remember the end of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's read some emails.
Send in
your fucking mail.
Cody got caught on this.
Wash your fucking hands, slap. Send in your fucking mail. Send them in, guys.
Wash your fucking hands, slap.
I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails at this point. Welcome to fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail.
Fan world.
Fan mail.
World.
We have 12 emails to read this week.
Oh,
Slap would
my
be pissed.
lightning round.
Yeah, stop
not
fucking
that bad.
sending emails.
The emails carry the
Except
show.
Don't.
No, send them
stop.
in.
It's the best
Shrimp
part of the
Hours,
show.
It is the best part of the
ShrimpHoursPresents
show.
at gmail.com. Send in your questions, comments, concerns, things that are interesting, or things that we'll make fun of.
That is the best part of the
ShrimpHoursPresents
show.
at gmail.com. It might be the best part of this show because
No, dude,
we can
no question.
We can flame out in 10 minutes and then just lean on the emails for the rest of the show. That's what I love about it.
There is no better bit on this show than a viewer sending in some of the most like the dumbest bullshit you've ever read, and all of us just being like just like we all
silence for,
become like a
5
unified front just to call this kid an idiot. Like it's my favorite.
Or to laugh at someone's dead grandfather.
Name the episode after his dead grandfather.
That was still the only race this entire year where the Max Verstappen has not won.
Yeah, get going on your fucking other relatives, kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Jesus Christ. All right. The first email comes in from Bill, who says, "Shout out to Harley Payne." And says this is a picture of a says this is a picture of a sad robot fucking a crab, which I have seen before, but I'll put it on screen for you now.
Oh yeah.
It's just kind of like it's the Bulls logo, but
Chicago
upside down.
Bulls
You
logo
just have to
upside down.
imagine like this is the crab, and then this is a robot, and those are the cheeks.
I kind of see it.
You get the idea. Next email comes in from Siltstriders, who says, "Back again. It's been a while. Hope all the shrimps are doing well, except for Ed, since he's dead. But I thought I'd send in another stupid find in my local Kroger after the raw pork on top of the cookies incident." I remember that one. While looking down the chip aisle, I saw this next to the Miss Vicky's chips. And it's an empty box of Astroglide. I don't know what that is. What is that? The lube?
Is that like the KY department?
Yeah. I think that's like the KY jelly.
They emptied it in the grocery store.
And it is empty and in the chip aisle. What is it?
It might be a personal lubricant.
It is lube, okay. Animals.
Just purely based on the name. That's a guess.
He says, "I guess they sell that in my local Kroger because it has a pharmacy. I don't know, but I thought you'd get a laugh out of it. Hopefully I'll find more stupid things and send them in."
Dude, a good empty lube container.
On the chip shelf? That's solid. Wow. Jack sent in an email.
Uh-oh.
Specifically for Caleb. Do we have to tell this kid off again? He's just like, he just said,
just want to. Not hitting on me. Yeah. What did he say?
He said, "Just want to say thanks to Caleb for all the recent content. You're doing great." From Jack.
Dude, don't ever open up another one of my YouTube videos.
All right. The next email.
Wholesome comment to Caleb. Just go,
dude, yeah, wholesome,
yourself.
like encouraging, and I'm just like, yeah, kill yourself. Just fucking.
The next email comes in from Luke.
Thank you, Jack.
Who says, "Hi Shrimps, I just wanted to know who your favorite IndyCar driver is and who you think will win the 500.
Yeah, next. Yeah.
Next question.
Kyle Larson just for the Indy 500. Yeah. All the other races I couldn't care.
Yeah, dude.
Anyone who's driven an F1 car before. Those are my favorites. All right. Mr. Ass writes in. He says, "Bowman Gray updates are back. The 2024 season started, and the opener was kind of boring for Bowman Gray standards. The sportsman and street stock races were fun, and there's an awesome photo finish in the sportsman's. But the modified suck ass, and the stadium stocks were just kind of okay. That's to be expected, though, because Bowman Gray usually gets better as the season goes on. Also, I regret to inform you that the Moon car has been taken out back and replaced by this thing. Oh, it's like a fake Travis car. It's like a discount Travis car with like a Jennifer Joe Cobb 10 on it.
It's a Travis car at home.
But he like stole the Travis steez with the camo and the orange, and the like, even the black nose and stuff. He took his whole bit.
You're not
kind
that
of
guy,
funny,
pal.
Yeah, you're not him.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Yeah.
Stole my whole flow.
Appreciate the updates though. Keep them coming. All right.
That's
our good friend from
have a Bowman Gray regular that just gives us regular updates.
Yeah, he was updating us on Travis's old car getting destroyed. Andrew R., our good friend from Down Under, writes in. They score? What's the score?
2-0.
He says, in episode 92, we discussed installing GPS in the cars to determine where they were in relation to each other when a caution comes out. And he says, it's a nice idea, but it wouldn't work because GPS has an accuracy of about 10 feet, and they're going fast, and 1,000th of a second is a few inches. Photography is still the best, I guess. Yeah, okay, maybe like a local system, but I don't know. Basically, GPS from an actual satellite wouldn't work, which is fair. All right, the next email comes in from Google, who says, learn more about our updated terms of service. Give us a bunch of garbage. I guess that's one of the 12 out of the way.
Thanks, Google.
Andrew R. sent another email after the NASCAR race, and he's pissed. He says, Fox, seriously? 2 cars get airborne, one is upside down, and Fox ignored it. I have no idea who's in charge of production, but someone needs to be sitting with a 60-channel video switcher and constantly monitor it. Someone should have immediately pressed the camera button. Is this deliberate incompetence on the part of Fox, or have they cut back their technical teams? So now they've got interns.
I really appreciate on this podcast that we've just stopped talking about it, because it's not even like newsworthy at this point that they're just fucking terrible.
Every week.
Like, it's literally every week that it's not even new lows. Like, we've just been here. We've just been in the 9th circle of broadcast hell for the past like 3 years.
It's real.
Like, why are we zooming in on the pace car so much that we can like make out the grill? What is your fascination with just zooming in? Like, they were 3 wide pack rate. Oh, they also took the Predator.
Got him wound up, dude. He's going.
I'm wound up. We were 3 wide, multiple occasions where we were about to be 3 wide for the lead. This is what you die for. Like, literally your entire season is filler until the plate races, because that's the only thing that people care about these days. And literally, we zoom we get a fucking Danny B shot going into turn 3 every time because we can't, like, what are we doing? The same Artie Kempner dude has been in the like trailer pushing the buttons for the past 30 years.
We're name dropping the producers now? Damn.
Dude, he deserves to be shot. Execute him.
God damn.
It's every week.
All right. It's a good bit.
Oh, it's 2-0 officially now. They took our last goal away, but Forsberg just hit one in, so get fucked, Canucks.
Based. Yeah, there's a recording of us somewhere getting pissed after a race finished, being like, who flipped? Who the fuck did it? Waiting like 5 minutes for them to finally show that like
there was a tweet. It took
shot.
7 minutes for them to acknowledge. Eric Jones broke his back, and we looked at Kevin Harvick and his kid for the next 5 minutes. What are you doing? You are not a serious broadcasting entity. Like, you are a joke that is parading around the top level of motorsports in America and making us all look fucking stupid. We all look like just dumb autists because you have no idea what you're doing. And it is a joke. NBC needs, like, why did we extend this through 2031? This is the next 9 years of our life, or whatever. I can't do math because I'm pissed.
All right. The next email comes from Rusty Broussard, who says, "Hey Shrimps, it's Rusty again. And there were a couple things I forgot to mention when I told you about the trip I took to Thompson. There was a modified running a paint scheme similar to Tim Richmond's old Milwaukee beer car, and there's a mini stock that looks like it was running William Byron's 2017 Exalta scheme. Also, the bathrooms there had the piss trough." And this Sunday, I'm going to Stafford for the Spring Sizzler, and I'll let you guys know if I have any animal sightings.
They'll probably
Hell
also
yeah.
have a piss trough.
Dude, we got boots on the ground in the Northeast. I love it. All right, we got 3 more emails. This one comes in from Nickman, who says, "The disaster class known as the NASCAR on Fox production team can be summed up in one moment yesterday. When Clint Boyer is ready to talk about Coy LaJoy flipping onto his side only to stop himself because Fox didn't even show the right camera angle. I swear if they'd have shown Clint's face at that moment, you'd probably be able to hear Chris Benoit's music in the background." It took Fox over 10 minutes after the finish to show a somewhat decent replay, all while NBC captured multiple images of the wreck showing more than Fox ever did. June can't arrive soon enough.
That was another base part of this week. Like, it's literally every week where a wreck or something happens in the final 5 laps. We just get no elaboration, and a perfectly clear view of it comes out on Twitter 3 hours later. Like, it is just weekly tradition.
I saw a clip from one of the Martinsville Next Gen races with Clint in the booth. I don't know which one it was, but they were looking at a live shot on board, and they're talking about like the shifting and stuff.
That was Wilkesboro. Yeah.
Yeah, and Clint's like, all right, let's stay on this car and listen to him shift. And he comes out of the car and he goes, and then they cut the camera and you can literally hear him like slap his thigh. Like he's just like, God, like it's just so sad because he's literally like, all right, let's stay on this shot and listen, and they just hit the button.
Probably would have made more sense to mention this earlier.
3-0 Preds for fucking. Oh, I'm gonna.
But I wanted to talk about it before we forget. While we're on the subject of the production team. What has gone on with the stupid onboard cameras ever since we switched to the next gen car? Like any time there's like any decent shot, it like glitches out like a bunch. And everyone says, "Oh, well, it's the antenna." We never used to have this issue with the like older onboards, like with any other car. Yeah, and even if it's a wireless issue, transporting the feed back to the like broadcast truck to show it on the broadcast. All right. Let's pretend we live in a world where in the video production world, there's like a GoPro-esque device that can have a wireless antenna, but also has an SD card where if the wireless shot gets all fucked up with like interference and glitches, oh, we can just pull the SD card and have a clean feed of what the hell that looked like. Like imagine how cool Ross Chastain's on board would have looked for the fucking wall ride if the camera's not glitching out the whole fucking time.
I guess so. I think it happened whenever they changed to having onboards on like every dude's car all the time, like those little like dashboard cams. Because it used to be the production guys would stick it in like what, like 5-10 cars, but now they have it in every single one, which is better, but there are drawbacks.
And whenever I've gone on my technological rants before, I always get accused of being the boomer that just hates change. What happened to the helmet cams? That was a technological innovation. It was a change. It was something new.
That is a good point.
Loved it. The helmet cams were based. They're gone. When was the last time you saw a helmet cam?
I think it was
when they had to start blurring the dashes because the teams were like, don't show what's on the dashboard. And everyone's like, why does it look like hentai? And now they're gone.
Dude, that is totally what it is. I completely forgot about that.
Dude, the helmet cams are base. Those are sick.
I know. Is there anything like... Is there anything confidential on the dash, considering we literally have the SMT? Like, Denny Hamlin was literally asking his team in the car to pull up SMT data from the other cars.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. They don't want to know, like, what temps they're running.
We can't see what the water temp is. It's secret.
Dude, if the teams figure out we're running 5,500 RPM in this lawnmower, we're gonna have some problems.
They're going 155 around Talladega. They like, gotta keep it a secret.
What happened to the sport that I love so much? What happened?
Nickman has a question. He says, what are some of the most outrageous sports quotes that you're glad exist? The first one that comes to many people's minds is the Tom Brenneman, Nick Castellanos apology. A moment that can be argued as the very peak of sports. Another one of my favorites has to be Joakim Noah saying Derrick Rose's ACL tear reminded him of 9/11.
Jesus.
I don't
know why I said his name like that, but yeah.
We were looking at one the other day in Shrimpage. It was when Dak Prescott broke his ankle. Tony Romo, he's like, you gotta hope it's like a cramp, and literally like less than a second later they switched to the shot and his ankle is just completely backwards.
Yeah, his foot's just backwards. And Tony Romo's like, you better hope it's a cramp, Jim.
It's like, that shit is not a cramp.
I love football ones that sort of transcend it to where me, who's like not a football fan, still knows about it. Like a disgusting act by Randy Moss. He just like, what is he like?
He pulls his pants down and moons the Lambeau Field.
But he doesn't actually like.
No.
That and 4th down and 9.
Oh, yeah.
The soft and supple hands quote, another solid one.
There are so many good football ones, I feel like, that just go under the radar.
There's you guys might not know this one. There's a famous USAC driver from like decades ago, Jack Hewitt. He had some incident where like he was stalled out on the track and they just threw it green anyway. They didn't see him and someone just ran into the back of him. He was livid, just going off on the flag man. And he gave some interview like a minute after it happened and referring to the flag man and the officials. He fucked up and he can kiss my dick. If I get a chance, he's going to.
I've heard that one before, yeah.
I've heard that one just because Cody says it all the time.
Fucking Fucking legend, Jack Hewitt.
All right, we got 2 more emails. Jace writes in, says, "Howdy Shrimps. Since I've last wrote in, I've learned some pretty interesting things about myself. Top of which I learned I'm literally allergic to grass, which I didn't even know was possible.
Uh-oh.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't know
Little
that
hay
was
fever.
possible.
So for this week, I have 2 questions. The first one being, what is the most interesting allergy you know or have heard of? And the second, this was my question for last week. Does anyone in Shrimpage play any musical instruments? I asked this because the Brotherhood of the Traveling Sandwich Bag sounds like a great band name, and this sparked my interest. From Jays. There's some musically inclined shrimps.
Mainly Ben, Trace. I used to jam
Sabbath
out a lot.
bass dude 14.
I mean, like 10 years ago, I had like 3 electric guitars, an acoustic, 3 basses, a drum set. I had a trumpet at one point. I kind of sold it off throughout the years just because I lost.
We can start a band if we
money.
wanted to, though.
I still jam out to my bass.
Me and
every now
Caleb
then.
can sing
In the end, by Linkin Park.
Us on Linkin Park is the meme. But I was in high school an all-state choir singer, believe it or not. So
damn.
Yeah, we were. Those were good times. I don't do it anymore, obviously, because like what fucking.
Were you an alto or a baritone or?
I was a tenor. I was a tenor 1. So I'm like on the high end of the tenors, and then there's tenor 2s, which are like lower, and then there's the bass, and they're just like down near the entire time.
Yeah, it would have been that one. Probably.
For sure.
I personally, I'm not very musically inclined, but there are some shrimps. Trace has a band that makes cute little pop punk, like early 2000s style stuff. And Ben actually does their mixing for them because he's an audio nerd.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're on.
I got to
They're
listen to their project
like,
files.
Probably on like Bandcamp or something. But look up Starlight Park, and that's Trace's band. You can literally hear him sing. It's kind of sick. And they're always like just slowly working on stuff, putting things out. Okay, last email comes in from Carl. It says, hello. As the podcast's resident Bostonian, he was the guy who sent us the current day photos from the molasses disaster, which is one of the greatest podcast moments. He says, I have a genuine concern about this podcast.
Yeah, we all do at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, join the club.
He says there's not enough people saying fuck the Leafs, go Bruins. Wow, dude.
Based.
I'm calling it. It's Marchand's last chance. The NHLPA is headed by the former mayor of Boston. This year it's rigged. We're going all the way. Question mainly for DT. Who is worse, Gary Bettman or Steve O'Donnell? See, if we continue down this path, Steve O'Donnell is going to end up in like a Gary Bettman situation, or like the NFL guy, where every time they show up, they just get booed, which is
he needs to be
based.
Dude.
We have to get him to that level. Like if they bring out Steve O'Donnell on a race weekend, you just got to start booing him.
I'm just imagining, like, you know, their little like at Phoenix when they do like their State of the Sport Union address. We just need to get like a crowd of dudes in there to just fucking start like, shut the fuck up, like, boy.
Give us our scoring towers back, you cowards. And more power.
That's where we get the fucking subliminal messaging in on them. Is at the state.
All right, thank you for sending in emails. Again, if you want to send in questions, comments, concerns, ShrimpHoursPresents at gmail.com. We do receive concerns every once in a while.
I think I'll be writing in a few after tonight.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
A certain guy below me, I might have a few complaints I need to file.
How many?
Well,
do you think the feds like are in on this podcast? Like, have you think there've been enough death threats to where like they're like,
dude,
oh
they're
yeah,
in on our Discord.
Well, normally,
like,
but he fell asleep tonight, so.
That is true. Their spy isn't.
We're gonna get raided mid-show because of slept.
Dude, they time it perfectly where they all bop in your doors at the same time, do like a coordinated attack.
Yeah, bags over heads. GT would be the only one immune. Like, you'd just be watching from home. Like, what the fuck?
You just see it on my recording. Slaps deceased. I have 2 titles written down.
The
first
Pounder
one
better be one of them.
So yeah, so I have 3 titles written down.
I have titles too. Hold on.
I've got the Pounder, I've got the 9th Circle of Broadcast Hell, and I've got Peak Puberty.
I got Peak Puberty, the Pounders, Save the Pylons, and Avian Race Fans.
I think we go with the Pounder.
Yeah, Pounder. That was the biggest pop of the fucking podcast.
The Pounder.
The Pounder.
All right.
Dude. Yeah,
What?
I can't wait for that to be on the back of my t-shirt. I forgot to mention it, and I'll make it
Pounder.
short, but
Okay.
no, I wore my Shrimp Hours t-shirt to work, and I got like 3 or 4 questions about what the fuck it was. So I had to show them like on the back all the podcast title names, and they're like, "What is wrong with you?"
Dude, that's the greatest stupid thing we've done is put the titles on the back of the shirt like a friggin' band poster. So all the nonsense we put out just gets etched into history.
Crushed
right.
Step Pizza Party.
Yeah. There's gonna be some heinous ones on the season 2 shirt. Y'all better be ready. All right.
It's bad.
It's dead. Slap's deceased. We'll be seeing you.
Goodbye. Have a beautiful time.
Bye.
We need to do more of these without Slap sometime.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, let's boot Slap off permanently.
Dude,
Yeah,
Little
podcast
Caesars is
is
great
back.
when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you how bad it is. How
Bait.
long your podcast is going.